Mitchell has it taken away. It's Kem Birch, 3-on-1. Trent Jr. gives it right back to Kem. Count it and a foul. He'll run the floor.
Yep, and Barnes, that's the valuable part. Off the board, he can push it, initiate the offense, find Gary Trent Jr. right there, but they recovered nicely.
Bogdanovich comes away with it, and then it's stolen away. And an unselfish play by Gary Trent Jr. as he just feeds it ahead.
You have to have a game plan that's going to limit those three-point opportunities. You're going to have to either give up something, but you can't give up both. As you see Gary Trent get a three-pointer.
A little more zip on it.
More zip on it. Initiate your offense a little deeper and not as close to the half-court mark.
Gary Trent Jr. 1 of 5 from 3 in his last game, 1 of 6 overall.
And he's struggling, but you see him right there take the ball to the basket. That's one way you can.
There in that third spot. It's Gary Trent Jr. Jumper over O'Neal. Nice move to get freed up. Over to Gary Trent Jr. Crossover. And nice move up and under.
Little old school.
57. Trent Jr.'s got a dozen. And Mitchell has it taken away. And Trent Jr. lays it up and through. He's got 14 now. Was able to get a piece of it, creating the turnover. Mitchell now turns it over. Gary Trent Jr. a 3-on-2 break, and the 3 is good. Turning the corner. Fred VanVleet finds Malachi. He'll kick it over now to Trent Jr. The Raptors down by 6. Trent Jr. top shot.
Not do a great job guarding the ball handler coming off that screen.
And a good job by Trent Jr. attacking, and he's fouled.
Rudy, great person. Love the fact when he played here in Toronto.
Years of age and still going. When you don't have a full complement of players because of injuries, and then you are bringing in and bringing up and developing young players, you know, all that takes time.
No, for sure. And that's part of the process, as you see Gary Trent knocking down another 3 over Joe Ingles. That's not what they're going to start living by. So you got to make sure you keep everybody still on the same page. You challenge the players night in and night out to become better and better each day.
Gary Trent Jr. is filling up the bucket. Nick Nurse seemed interested when he saw him.
Yeah.
Walked by the table about a week or so ago. Gary Trent. And he's got 31 now. And Quinn Snyder and the Jazz come away with the W. And Gary Trent Jr. with a season high 31 points.